I'll quickly show how fast and easy it is to remove a vapor canister purge valve solenoid on this Chrysler 300, Dodge Charger, and Magnum vehicle, but it's very similar to other models. It's located on the passenger side towards the back side of the engine area. Some symptoms include poor gas mileage and engine performance, possibly an engine light, and worst of all, you might not pass your emissions test. You will have codes pop up on your code reader that states there is some kind of a leak. The purpose of the purge valve canister is to collect the fumes or vapors from the fuel tank so it doesn't leak and pollute into the atmosphere. I have a separate detailed technical video where I tear one of these open and explain the components that allow this to function. That's in the description. With that being said, I'll show some helpful tips and tricks to remove a really stuck purge valve canister. Although you could do this with just your hands, I recommend grabbing a flathead screwdriver or a pointed tip and a hammer. I'll put all tools and this purge valve part and part number in the description below. Please like and subscribe if this video helps, and check out the other many great detailed videos on this channel. Let's start and remove this. So some vehicles may have this connector block right here. And if that's the case, just slide this off its track clip to make space. Now, this one doesn't look like it's attached or slides off in this case, but it looks like I can just pry this downward and pop it back in later. Again, some of these purge canisters have slight variations, which I will try to show throughout this video. So once the block is removed, you can continue, or if yours doesn't have the block, then lucky you. It's one less step. Moving on. Okay, so first push this red clip with your finger. Some of these may be really stuck, so that's where you can grab your flathead screwdriver, or I'm using the tip of the pry bar to push it right here. Do it lightly. You can also tap this here with a hammer. Then push down on the wire harness connector, and if it's difficult to remove like this, then grab a flathead screwdriver, push down, and there we go. Or you can remove it with your fingers, just by pushing that switch right here, down and out, okay? Now pull this up. Now, this is the hose I'm going after. Just gonna pull that out. Now again, depending on the vehicle model, your purge canister may look slightly different like this. The hose goes straight down. So what you'll do is press this green push clip mechanism on the bottom. And like before, just use a flathead tip on this piece if it's stuck. And push it and pull up to release the purge canister from the rubber hose. But on this unit, this one has two hoses next to each other that just need to be pulled off. There we go. No special push clip mechanism on this unit. So I pulled out the bottom one. And now this one has a lot more movement, so I should be able to pull this one out now. Got it. Whew. All right. On the other unit, similarly, you'll just pull off the purge canister from the hose. Got it. Also, this is a good time to inspect if the rubber hose is leaking or cracked. You may want to replace, or at the minimum, tape it up. Yep, the dog agrees. Great! If this has helped so far, please tap the like button, and subscribing is always appreciated. Reinstalling this is also quite simple. Just plug back in the hoses in the reverse order. Okay, that's in. Now the bottom. Place the canister back on its holding bracket. And then just plug the wire harness connector back in. And remember to push the red tab to lock this unit in place. Now, you're not done yet, as you might have to check your code reader and clear the codes, and then drive it to see if it comes on. Pretty much what you're hoping for is it doesn't go back on. Anyway, as it relates to figuring out the emission problem on hand, you could attempt to clean this first, which I'll put a separate video on that in the description, or if you just decide to replace this, then that usually is the first thing to do before doing more extensive work, like a smoke test, because it's affordable, easy, and fast to replace. Don't you think? Anyway, Please mention in the comments your thoughts on this video and if you have any other ideas or best practices that would help others out. Now, if after replacing this you still have emissions codes, then the next thing to possibly replace is the EVAP pump, which is located at the rear tire by the fuel tank canister. I made a separate detailed video on that which can be watched right now. I'll also put that link in the description below with all the tools and the part number of this purge canister below. Anyway, if this helped, please tap the like button and subscribe and enjoy the many other helpful videos on this channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day or night.